Before Rome became powerful, before Europe even formed its kingdoms, there was Persia, an empire so vast it stretched across three continents, a civilization known not just for conquest but for tolerance, governance, and culture. Fast forward to today, that same land is ruled by a religious system born out of revolution, surrounded by sanctions, protests, and political tension. How did one of the world's oldest civilizations transform into the Islamic Republic of Iran? It is a story of empire, invasion, reform, revolution, and a constant struggle over identity. Let's go back nearly 2,500 years back. In 550 BCE, Cyrus the Great founded the Achaemenid Empire. This was not just another ancient kingdom. It became the largest empire the world had seen at the time, stretching from the Indus Valley to Egypt and parts of Europe. What made Persia different was its system of governance. Conquered peoples were allowed to keep their customs and religions. Local leaders often remained in power under Persian oversight. Infrastructure like roads and administrative districts made the empire efficient. Persia wasn't just powerful, it was organized, it respected diversity, it created stability. This early period shaped something deeper than politics. It shaped Persian identity, a sense of civilization, culture, and continuity. But empires rise and empires fall. In 330 BCE, Alexander the Great defeated Persia. The empire collapsed. Yet Persian culture did not disappear. It adapted. Over the next centuries, new dynasties ruled, including the Parthians, later the powerful Sasanian Empire. The Sasanians revived Persian pride and made Zoroastrianism central to the state. For centuries, they rivaled Rome. Then, in the 7th century, Arab-Muslim armies conquered Persia. The Sasanian Empire fell. Islam gradually became the dominant religion, but here is the key point. Persian culture survived. Instead of vanishing, Persian scholars and thinkers became central to Islamic civilization. Persian poetry, language, and administration flourished inside an Islamic world. Iran became Muslim, but it remained deeply Persian. The Safavid Empire transformed Iran again. The Safavids declared 12th Shia Islam the official religion of the state. This was a major turning point. It separated Iran religiously from its Sunni neighbors, especially the Ottoman Empire. It tied political power closely with Shia clerical authority. From this moment forward, religion and state would remain deeply connected in Iran. By the 19th century, under the Qajar dynasty, Iran faced serious decline. Russia and Britain competed for influence. Foreign powers gained economic concessions, especially over oil. Many Iranians felt their country was losing sovereignty. Wealth flowed outward, corruption grew internally. This frustration planted the seeds of nationalism and reform. Iranians wanted modernization, but they also wanted independence. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi took power and established the Pahlavi dynasty. He pushed rapid modernization. Railroads were built, education expanded, clerical power was reduced. He promoted pre-Islamic Persian heritage. His son, Muhammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, continued modernization after 1941. Oil revenues increased dramatically, especially after the 1950s. Cities developed, industry grew. Iran became a key ally of the United States in the Middle East. But political freedom did not keep pace with economic growth. The Shah's secret police suppressed opposition. Political dissent was not tolerated. Religious leaders, leftists, and activists faced arrest. Many Iranians began to feel that modernization was happening without representation. By the late 1970s, protests spread across Iran. Economic inequality, political repression, Western influence, and anger toward corruption fueled a nationwide movement. The Shah left Iran in January 1979. Soon after, a religious leader who had been exiled for years returned, Ruhollah Khomeini. Millions welcomed him. The monarchy ended, the Islamic Republic of Iran was established. This was not just a change of leadership, it was a complete restructuring of the state. Iran adopted a system where ultimate authority rested with a supreme leader, a senior cleric. The constitution blended republican institutions like elections with religious oversight. Islamic law became central to governance. For supporters, it was a return to authenticity and independence from foreign control. For critics, it replaced one form of authoritarianism with another. And going forward to 1980, Iraq invaded Iran, beginning the Iran-Iraq War. The war lasted 8 years and caused enormous casualties and economic damage. It also strengthened the revolutionary government internally. National unity during wartime reduced space for political opposition. Institutions like the Revolutionary Guard expanded their power politically and economically. After Khomeini's death in 1989, leadership passed to Ali Khamenei. He has remained supreme leader ever since. Under his leadership, Iran has maintained its Islamic political structure while navigating sanctions, regional conflicts, and internal dissent. Today, Iran is a complex society. It has elections and an elected president, but major decisions are overseen by religious authorities. It has a young, educated population. It also faces high inflation and economic pressure due to sanctions. It has strong cultural pride rooted in Persian history. At the same time, it operates under a religious political system born from revolution. Over the past decades, there have been protests related to economic conditions, political freedoms, and women's rights. These movements show that Iranian society is not uniform. It contains reformists, conservatives, secular voices, and religious supporters. Iran also remains deeply involved in regional politics, which affects its relationship with countries like the United States and Israel. For more than 3 decades, one name has stood at the top of Iran's political pyramid, Ali Khamenei. But this story is not really about one man, it is about power. When protests fill the streets of Tehran, when students chant in universities, when women remove their headscarves opposing it, they were arrested and killed. Silence imposed through fear. Human rights groups have documented executions, political prisoners, and violent crackdowns over the years. Families have buried sons and daughters, some quietly, some angrily, some without answers. Inside Iran, many citizens believe the system leaves little room for real change. Elections exist, yes, presidents change, but the structure above them remains untouched. And that raises a hard question. If tomorrow the supreme leader were gone, would anything truly shift? The answer is no. Because the Islamic Republic is not built around a single personality, it is a network. Clerical councils, Revolutionary Guard commanders, judiciary authorities, institutional layers designed to protect the system itself. Removing a face does not automatically remove the foundation. Now add another layer to this reality. Outside Iran, governments like the United States and Israel speak about freedom and pressure Tehran through sanction and regional confrontation. But sanctions do not land on officials first, they land on ordinary people. When the currency collapses, it is the people who suffer. When medicine becomes expensive, it is families who panic. When inflation rises, it is the people who feel it daily. So many Iranians feel squeezed from both sides. From above, internal repression. From outside, geopolitical pressure. And in the middle stands the average citizen. Not a general, not a cleric, not a foreign diplomat, just a person trying to live. This is where the emotional core of the story lies. Iran is not just a government, it is one of the oldest civilizations on earth. Long before modern borders, before ideological states, before sanctions and nuclear talks, there was Persia, a culture of poets, philosophers, architecture, and memory stretching back thousands of years. Many Iranians today see themselves first as heirs to that civilization, not as political slogans, not as chess pieces in global power games. The deeper struggle is not simply about removing one leader or supporting one foreign side over another. It is about ownership of destiny. Who shapes Iran's future? Clerics, foreign governments, military institutions, or its people? That is the real tension beneath the headlines. And history shows something important. Empires fall, kings fall, systems evolve, but civilizations endure. Iran has endured Alexander, it endured Mongols, it endured world wars, it endured revolution. The real question is not whether change will come. The real question is how and at what cost. Iran's story is not black and white. It is not simply ancient Persia versus modern religion. It is a continuous struggle between identity, sovereignty, faith, reform, and power. From the Achaemenid Empire to the Islamic Republic, Iran has never stopped evolving. Its people carry a history that stretches back thousands of years. Empires fell, dynasties changed, revolutions reshaped the state, but Persian civilization endured. And today, the future of Iran remains unwritten. What direction will it take next? Only its people who lived for centuries have to decide, not America, Israel, or Islamic regime, or other newbies in that region. Want to know more in detail about each and every empire during their time in Persia? Leave your comments below and subscribe for more further videos.